but to do what you have to do because you came here. Go ahead.
Create the tunnel to go home. So the third thing is, and this is probably one of the most important ones to them, I'm sure, is because normally when we die, if we have over 51% sacred light in our DNA, we create a tunnel. We create the tunnel to go home. That's why it's so important to have, if you want to go to heaven, have at least 51% sacred light, because we are the ones that generate the tunnel to go back to heaven when we die. If we're not, the Lords of Karma put us in the womb of a mother where we can have another chance to serve a negative karma. But what they have the technology of doing is somehow, because see, when the child is so traumatized and could you imagine being raped by Jeb Bush? How horrible, that fat, disgusting.
I can't even imagine, because it's a blood fest too. They're totally into blood, it's just.
Yeah, and a lot of times they bite. Like one of my friends was a little girl named Sarah, and while Obama was raping her in the basement of the White House, he was biting her neck and ripping the flesh off of her neck. Because they just love to do that. They want to destroy divinity. They want to destroy, and they love to pick on children who have a high sacred light, like Christian. They love Christian children. That's one of their favorite ones. Kill. Okay, so what they do is they have some kind of technology. The souls of the children can miss the tunnel of light because they're too traumatized. And so they might just pull off of the body, and their soul will be standing there looking at their body.
Okay.
So they're even more traumatized. The reptilians have some kind of technology where they can capture that soul and either put it in a container, almost something like Ghostbusters, but evil. Instead of getting an evil ghost, they get a good child and they put it like in a container. Or and then later they put those inside of people, like Dick Cheney, or the child trafficker, one there because of Pope, Jorge Bergoglio. They somehow get the souls of the children inside them for some reason. I would assume it's power, the energy of like having trapped souls.
Yeah.
In horrible pain and suffering or whatever. I don't know all the reasons why or I don't know how it works, but I do know it does.
There has to be some specific technology to do that, right, Tori?
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it has to be technology. I don't see how anyone could do that. Well, the Dracos, the 1,738 of them, they had powers that were unimaginable to us. They were behind every what they call terrorist attacks in this country, like the school shootings and stuff like that. It was always the Dracos right behind them. Mm. And they would, as whoever was, the patsy of the moment was killing the people, then they would connect to pull that energy off of them. And that's why and then of course these continue today because they're trying to get that energy boosted back up, because we've transfigured them over and over and over again, meaning we take the demonic energy out of them, God transfigures it, and it goes to wherever God wants it to go. I never, even bother to ask where it goes or whatever.
But it just keeps coming, right? There's just so much of it.
Yeah, and then the weekend it was 108 children. And a very public person came out and said that mass arrests were going to start occurring on that Friday.
Yes.
Okay, these are the very same children. For some reason, they did not get arrested. And then in the next 2 days, they went on to gang rape and murder 108 children. I was so furious. I don't think I've ever been as angry as I ever have in my life.
I remember that.
And it was some kind of a trick or some kind of false information or something didn't work out. I'm really not sure yet. To me, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
But God has told me a couple days ago, God said there is a divine plan. And at least the souls of the children, as far as I know, as of yesterday, we had cleared everybody out. But like to go around these children.
Wait. Don't just brush that off, because people want to hear this part. What Tori did was those 108 children, their souls were captured by Cheney, and then you were able to extract them, which took a lot out of you. You were able to extract them and send them up to the light and free them so that they weren't captured and trapped there with Dick Cheney, right?
Yes.
I mean,
and
that's huge.
This has happened over and over again. Like the list that I rattled off before,